Stratagem 16. In order to capture, first let loose. Ever tried to hold sand in your fist? The tighter you squeeze, the faster it slips through your fingers. It's a frustrating feeling, isn't it? This simple act perfectly illustrates a profound piece of ancient wisdom. Stratagem number 16 from the 36 stratagems. To capture something, you must first let it go. This isn't just about military tactics. It's a powerful lesson for our daily lives, from leadership and parenting to our closest relationships. Today, we're diving deep into this counterintuitive idea and exploring how letting go can actually bring you closer to what you truly want. So, what does this ancient stratagem really mean? At its core, it's about the psychology of control. When we try to micromanage, over-supervise, or force an outcome, we often create the very resistance we're trying to avoid. People, by nature, value their autonomy. When they feel cornered, controlled, or distrusted, their natural instinct is to push back, to rebel, or to shut down completely. Think about it in a leadership context. A manager who constantly hovers over their team, dictating every single step, might get compliance. But they'll never get true engagement or innovation. The team members feel like cogs in a machine, not valued contributors. Their creativity is stifled, and their motivation plummets. They do the bare minimum to avoid trouble, but their hearts aren't in it. Now, imagine a different kind of leader. This leader sets a clear vision, provides the necessary resources, and then steps back. They trust their team to figure out the how. By giving them space, they're not just giving them a task. They're giving them ownership. This act of letting go communicates trust and respect. Suddenly, the team isn't just working for the manager. They're working for themselves, for the project, for each other. They become more creative, more collaborative, and more committed to the outcome. Why? Because people support what they help create. By letting loose, the leader has actually captured their team's loyalty and best efforts, achieving a far better result than they ever could have through rigid control. This principle is incredibly powerful in parenting as well. As children to explore, make mistake, learn them. A parent who tries to script their child's entire life, choosing their friends, hobbies, and future career, is often met with rebellion. The child feels smothered, unable to develop their own identity. The parent's tight grip, born from love and a desire to protect, ends up pushing the child away. The wise parent understands the art of letting go. They create a safe environment, set clear boundaries, but within those boundaries, they allow freedom. They let their child choose their own after-school club, even if it's not the one the parent would have picked. They let them try and fail at building that wobbly block tower. This freedom doesn't create distance. It builds a foundation of trust. The child learns they can rely on the parent for support, not just for control. They feel understood and respected, which strengthens the parent-child bond far more than any amount of micromanagement ever could. The same logic applies to our friendships and romantic relationships. Have you ever been in a relationship where one person was overly possessive or jealous? Checking phones, questioning every interaction, trying to control who their partner sees. This behavior doesn't secure the relationship. It poisons. The constant suspicion erodes trust and makes the other person feel suffocated. The stratagem teaches us that to truly have someone's heart, you must give them the freedom to give it willingly. A healthy relationship thrives on mutual trust, not on surveillance. By letting go of the need to control your partner, you create space for the relationship to breathe and grow organically. You capture their love and commitment, not by caging them, but by showing you trust them enough to let them be free. Of course, letting loose is not a call for chaos or neglect. There's a delicate balance to strike. The stratagem is in order to capture. First let loose, not let loose and hope for the best. There's an objective. The leader who lets go still has a clear goal for the team. The parent who gives freedom still has firm boundaries about safety and respect. The risk of this stratagem is misinterpreting letting loose as complete abandonment. If you're to loose, you risk losing all structure, direction, and accountability. A project with no deadline or guidance will likely fail. A child with no rules or supervision is in danger. The key is to loosen the grip, not to let go of the rope entirely. It's about being a guide, not a puppet master. It's providing a framework, not a cage. So, how do we apply this in a practical way? It starts with a little self-reflection. Ask yourself, are you holding on too tightly to anything or anyone in your life right now? Maybe it's a project at work, a plan with your family, or even a specific outcome you're desperate to achieve. We often cling to things out of fear of failure, fear of loss, fear of the unknown. This stratagem challenges us to confront that fear. It asks us to have more faith. Faith in our team's abilities, faith in our children's resilience, faith in our partner's commitment, faith in the process itself. Think about a goal you have. Instead of obsessing over every single detail and trying to control every variable, could you focus on setting the intention, taking the first few crucial steps, and then trusting the process to unfold? This doesn't mean being passive. It means being strategic. You're not abdicating responsibility. You're shifting your energy from controlling to enabling. You recreating the conditions for success and then allowing others and even a bit of serendipity to play their part. Let's consider a teacher in a classroom. A teacher who lectures nonstop, demanding rote memorization, might have students who can pass a test. But a teacher who poses a fascinating problem and then lets the students work in groups to solve it, guiding them with questions rather than answers, is doing something far more powerful. They are letting loose. They are trusting their students to think, to collaborate, to struggle, and to discover. In the end, these students haven't just memorized facts. They've learned how to learn. The teacher has captured their curiosity and ignited a genuine love for the subject. This ancient piece of wisdom is ultimately a lesson in emotional intelligence. It teaches us that real strength isn't found in a tight fist, but in an open hand. It's about understanding that influence is more powerful than control. It warns us against the futility of clinging to people or outcomes as if they were possessions. People are not ours to own. The future is not ours to command. By letting go of our desperate need to control everything, we paradoxically gain more influence and achieve better results. We create relationships built on trust, not fear. We foster environments where creativity and growth can flourish. We free ourselves from the constant anxiety and stress that comes with trying to manage the unmanageable. So, I invite you to think about one area of your life this week where you might be squeezing too tight. What would it look like to loosen your grip just a little? What small act of trust could you extend to someone else? It might feel scary at first, but you might just be amazed at what happens when you give things the space to grow. You might find that by letting go, you end up holding onto something far more valuable and lasting. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration of Stratagem 16. If you found this perspective helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more insights into the art of strategy in everyday life. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Where have you seen this principle of letting go to capture play out in your own life? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.